Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Hope you're doing well today. I woke up too early this morning, as I often do, and enjoyed the birds singing, and they've all come home after a long winter trip somewhere else. But it was a beautiful morning, and I'm just having a cup of tea, actually. Just very simple this morning, just lemon ginger. I've just fancied some ginger drink, and I've got a sweet cup that I just felt like having a small, intense drink of ginger and lemon. So, cheers, everybody. Hope that you're doing great and got a cup of tea or coffee and something nice to settle down and enjoy the day. I think I mentioned I woke up a little early and I had some dreams last night that were interesting dreams. And it just reminded me because of one of our bloggers, Delia Lloyd, written an article about when bad dreams are good for you. And I wanted to share that with you and see whether it resonates with any of the other women in our community. The dream I had was I was in a car park, and I haven't driven in years. I don't have a car here in Switzerland, but I was in a car park, and I had parked my car, and I was going somewhere like to some event, and I went into the building, and this place had like many rooms, and lots of doors. There's a tip, and it's in the telling of the dream. It's important. Anyway, so I went to I was meeting with people and talking. No one that I remembered, and then I went out to find my car, and I couldn't find it. And it was one of these car parks that was like multi-story, and it was like a spiral. And I kept walking up and down, and my phone didn't work because I must have been under steel barriers or something, and so I couldn't contact anybody. Anyway, that was my dream, and it goes on a bit, but it was like, oh my goodness, I'm lost. I can't use my phone. I can't communicate with anybody, and yeah, that was it. So all you psychologists out there are probably thinking, okay, Margaret, this means that you're feeling lost in life and that you don't really want to be on the phone or something. But we can do that. We interpret our dreams in so many different ways. But anyway, that was my dream. And then I read this article by Delia, and she says she's an active dreamer. And this means that she has very long dreams that are very active and prolonged and detailed. And mine wasn't so long and detailed, but hers are, sometimes she said not particularly pleasant. She doesn't really feel comfortable in them. And they don't worry her because she sees them as part of a process of growth and understanding about herself, which I think is the way to look at dreams. And she mentions the most common dreams in the United States, for example, are as follows. And I'll just read them out because I think it's kind of interesting. Maybe you had a dream last night on one of these topics. First of all, falling is very common. Being chased, being back at school. Apparently that's a very popular dream. Being unprepared for a test or an event. Being lost, very common dream. Dreaming about death is another one that's very common. And losing teeth. I had that dream many years ago as a recurring dream. I mean, all the time. So that was one I was interested in. I don't even know what it means, but I did have that dream a lot. So those are the themes that seem to be on people's minds and the dreams that they experience. And so Delia talks about, the need or the importance of remembering your dreams and also trying to talk about them. Now, dreams, what are they? Okay, so who started the analysis about dreams? Well, Freud, of course, the psychologist, said that dreams were kind of a wish fulfillment thing. That this is when we dreamt, we were dreaming about things we really wanted. That were maybe forbidden sometimes. They were just hidden dreams. Sometimes they're sexual, sometimes they're unconscious in different ways, but that was the Freudian idea about dreams. The brain responds to future danger is another way. It was like almost a predictive, intuitive time when you prepare for something that might happen. So dreams are like preparing you for danger, which is kind of a survival mechanism. Another thing is of working out emotions, almost like at the end of the day, like compressing the hard drive of your brain and dealing with emotions and personal situations, and just resolving things so that you somehow release the strain or the stress around them. And then another idea about dreams is that they actually are ways of organizing memories. They put the events of your day in some kind of order. That's why you often dream, I think, about things that happened that day in some kind of a weird way. You twist it around, and if you think about it, though, it's about telling a story about something that happened to you that day. She says, and I agree with this. I've read in other books on mythology that in certain cultures, the requirement or the request from the elders is to tell people to recount their dream, and it's in the recounting of the dream that you start to pick up the symbolism and the connections, as I was saying earlier. But that's, I think we don't do that in our modern society. We just, we had a dream. It was a good dream or bad dream. But sometimes those bad dreams can help you to grow. There's a very good book by a man called James Hillman. He wrote a book called The Force of Character. And this book, he talks about, the main question is, why do we get old? What's the point? What's the point of getting old when women can no longer have children and men can no longer, have the strength to be part of the tribe? What's the point? And he talks about dreams as a thing that happens when you get older to help you confront he calls them demons, but they are the parts of yourself that maybe you've ignored or that need resolving in your life. So he says, when you wake up at 3 a.m. and you've had a dream, just don't toss and turn and be fearful and try to forget it. Get up, sit down, maybe meditate and think, what did that mean? What do I have to let go? It's almost a preparation in a way for your death, because it's saying these are things that are on my mind. They're things that are, what does having an itchy nose mean? Something. But anyway, it's part of the process of aging, to be looking at your past mistakes, maybe you consider regrets, things that you have to let go. And that's the function that dreams play for him. He's a Jungian psychologist, so he's got that Jungian twist on coming to peace with our inner, our collective unconscious and our role, the part that we play in society. Very interesting stuff. Another thing I mentioned about being lost in your dreams, I did actually tell you my dream earlier for a reason, that Delia actually mentions this is a big theme of her dreams as well. Getting in the elevator that never arrives. Being lost in a street that you don't know, not being able to reach anyone that is familiar. It's that kind of going into an unknown territory and being given the opportunity to build on your resourcefulness and creating your own map. Delia says that she often dreams about being somewhere without a map. And maybe that's what aging's all about, getting older. We don't have any maps. We don't even have any maps when we're younger, but we don't have any certainly when we're older, that we really are in a way on our own in this journey. So I think that's a really important one for a kind of dream. Maybe you've had that dream, the dream of being lost or being on an elevator that never arrives, or just trying to get somewhere. Maybe you're not happy where you are and you are trying to get somewhere. Who knows what the subtleties of all this is, but she also talks about attending parties. This is one of really interesting. I'd never had this dream, but a dream where you go to a place and there's lots and lots of people having fun, having a party, but you can't join. You're like looking from the outside at the party, and you're not part of it, but you want to be part of it, or some part of you wants to be part of it. And it's that invisibility feeling that, we want to be engaged and visible, but we don't. I think it's a really cool dream. But she says that she's just, for her, it's telling her she's on a path to her professional and personal reinvention, and that she's not really quite ready to share it with people yet. So that's her interpretation. And I think that that's the way dreams should be. They're not messages from really anyone else. They're your messages about yourself and how you can, how you can just use that reflective time when you sleep to build the plan for the future. Dreams, fascinating. So I'm big on dreams. I'm going to see what happens tonight in my dreams. Maybe you had one last night that you'd like to share with us. I really would love to know. I think embracing our dreams, embracing our subconscious and our hidden thoughts is really a wonderful opportunity when we get older. So I think they help us to get a deeper understanding understanding of ourselves. Have you ever had any interesting dreams that you'd like to share with us? Dreams that helped you to understand yourself better or prepare you for a part of this journey as an aging woman? I'd love to know. Just share your comments in the section below. What dreams have you had that have helped you to get a better understanding of yourself? Look forward to reading the comments and joining in myself. Thanks so much for being here. I forgot to say that at the beginning. I'm so happy that you're here. Thanks for the support that you give me and give 60andMe. And tell a friend, please, about what we do. The stronger, the better. And let us know about those dreams that have transformed you in some way. Take very good care, everybody. Have a great day, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye for now.